First, what is your profession?
So I work in the analytics space as a director of analytics supporting an IT organization at Cox Automotive.
Okay, so how long have you been working as a data analyst?
I've been in analytics for 3 years, and before that, I was in financial analysis for about 12 years.
So what inspired you to change, like switch departments?
Um, During my career in financial analysis, I saw a lot of opportunities for better data to help the function of finance better support the business, but we just never had the time to solve those data problems. So I took an opportunity to move into an analytics role with the sole purpose of using the power of data to enable the business to achieve better outcomes. And it's been quite a learning journey.
Okay. So how long have you been working in this profession? So you said 3 years, right? So like overall, how long have you been working like in IT in general?
So 3 years in IT, and then as a finance leader supporting IT for 2 years before that.
Okay. So what inspired you to go into the finance department?
Going to the finance department. So I did get my education in finance because I love math. I think math is one of the many amazing tools that you could use to solve problems. And that's what I love to do, to solve problems. And I think once you gain the foundation of problem solving tools, you can solve so many different kinds of problems, from helping a business manage their money to helping save the world. So that's kind of what inspired me to go into finance and then even further into analytics.
Okay. So what steps did you take to, I guess, go into finance?
So I started out with getting my bachelor's degree in finance, and from there did an internship that turned into a full-time job after I graduated college. So again, spent 12 years in that finance space, and then at a point in my career, a very special leader who's also a woman in STEM gave me a chance to come into this analytics role and learn as I go to be successful, because I didn't have an educational background in analytics. So since being in this role, I've done online trainings, an in-person prep class, but mostly it's just been learning on the job, experimenting, taking risks, surrounding myself with people, with talented people like your dad, and working hard to achieve the vision of my team.
Okay, so what is it like to be in your position? So what are your major responsibilities?
So what it's like to be in my position is it's a lot of fun. So my job is focused on working with people to solve problems every day. And I enjoy the thrill of overcoming a challenge and producing value for Cox Automotive. And the technology and analytics space continues to evolve, giving me and my team new learning opportunities all the time. So it's just a lot of learning and experimenting, which is fun.
What is the hardest part of your profession?
Um, a lot of times when it comes to data, the people that we're trying to help with data feel uncomfortable with what they think the data is going to show, because a lot of times data is meant to show the truth. And if we're doing our jobs right, it's showing the truth, and it's meant to be objective. And sometimes people have a fear of that and what it's going to say, and what it's going to tell them to do. So how we overcome that is really taking time to understand the people that we're supporting in technology, understand their context, understand what problem they're trying to solve, and make sure we're partnering with them to work towards a common outcome. So that's the
What
hard.
sort of what sort of data do you work with?
So we work in IT. We work with all kinds of data, because we're trying to come up with measures of success for our strategy. So technology has a strategy that says we're going to do A, B, and C, and we develop metrics to help tell us in an objective way, did we make A, B, and C happen? And so that is using all different kinds of data from, for example, part of our strategy is to improve our team member experience. So in that case, we're working with employee experience survey data. In some cases where we have a strategy to improve cybersecurity. So in that case, we're using data from various cybersecurity monitoring tools and trying to aggregate that into meaningful insights about how secure, where our opportunities to be more secure are.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
In other cases, we have IT processes to monitor our applications and products to make sure that they're up and running. And if something happens, there's a process to report the issue and then deal with the issue. And so we have metrics tracking how effective that process is at mitigating the issue.
So what is the best part of your profession? Like, what is maybe your favorite experience?
Okay. My favorite experience, which is also the biggest challenge I've been through so far, was working with a team to move data from a siloed proprietary platform where only a couple people had access to the data. And we moved it to a data platform built to share the data across the organization. This would allow the whole organization to get more, even exponentially more value out of the data. It took us 9 months and a lot of hard work, but the result was even more than we could have imagined, with more and more teams reaching out to us to use the data that we produced and shared. So getting to play a role in creating a solution that impacts so many parts of the business was an honor and an amazing opportunity.
So would you recommend this profession to anybody else?
Absolutely. I mean, I think any profession in the technology space, it is all about solving problems and using different kinds of tools to do that. The tool we use is math and analytical models, tools that like software engineers would use code to build solutions that solve problems. So if you're someone that likes puzzles or solving different challenges around the world, like I think the technology space and the analytics space is such a great area to explore and do that.
So what advice would you give to people who are considering this job or a job in this field?
Keep learning. So like I said earlier, the technology and analytics space continues to rapidly evolve, much more so, I think, than other disciplines. And so it's very important to have a mentality of continuous learning so that you keep up with those trends, stay on the cutting edge, and maybe even push that edge. But you got to go into it with the mindset and the energy to keep learning.
Okay. Yeah. That's all my questions actually. So yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about your club?
Oh, so I'm in Girls in STEM Club. So basically, we try. So this specific project they asked us to interview some women in STEM. But basically, what we've been doing this year is we go to different elementary schools and basically try to make more girls interested in STEM to kind of diversify the workforce, especially in like STEM related careers. So recently, when we went to an elementary school, we had them do some like a little STEM activity. We had them build a Rube Goldberg machine to get them into like engineering aspect of STEM. And then we're going to another school, I think May 5th.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
incredible. Is there a particular branch of STEM that you're more interested in?
Me personally, I'm interested in like healthcare, so the science, and then IT, which is technology. So for us, we have like a major and a minor. So right now I'm majoring in healthcare and minoring IT because I'm equally interested in like both IT and like biology and healthcare. But so far I'm like leaning more towards healthcare.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you the best of luck and keep up spreading the good word of STEM to girls all over.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, great meeting you. All
Great meeting you too. Have a nice evening.
right, you too. Thank you.
Yeah.